your dad gave you the title of your book, I will admit that tears rolled down my face when I read that in your prologue. Um, I I want you to take me back a little bit to your relationship with your dad. It's very clear in this book, but he was just such a giant, not only in his work life, but also in your life as well. So, can you talk about your childhood and how close you were with him?
He was very much my best friend. And one of the things that I didn't really realize until I worked at NBC News and I worked in a high stress media environment myself was how generous he was with his time. I think back to how, after long, hard days at work, he would come home and quiz me on different tests that I had to prepare for, and or help me study and taught me the art of how to highlight and find the right things when you're doing reading comprehension or math problems, et cetera. Or then taking me to baseball, little league baseball games or soccer games, and always being present, always being around. And when I worked at NBC, I saw just how long the hours were, how grueling the work was, and I would come home and I didn't. I mean, the thoughts in my head were just, oh, I just want to close my eyes and put my head on the pillow. This has been so stressful. And I think about how giving he was at that time. It's just it really does warm my heart. I really knew him as dad, and I didn't sort of see him as the forward facing moderator, meet the press, until I think I was around 10 or 11. I realized it's weird we go to restaurants and people whisper his name. And then I started to become more conscientious as I got older of the role that he played. But for me, he was always dad. And I think that was what was so hard about my own grief journey, was that it was balancing keeping the flame alive for the legacy of the moderator, meet the press, Tim Russert, that everybody knew, but then also trying to comprehend that your best friend is gone, your guiding light is gone. And that's really what kind of the crux of the book is about.